Hey everyone, welcome back to JavaMentor.net, and we will learn about if-else statements in this video, and we will create a program that will determine the season based on the temperature. So our program will look like this. If temperature is under 0, then it's winter. If temperature is greater than 25, then it's summer. And if temperature is somewhere between 0 and 25, we will need to distinguish between spring and autumn, and we will do that by looking around us, and if we see yellow leaves, then it's not spring, of course. You might be wondering how I wrote these sentences here inside the program, and if I run the program, nothing will happen, as you can see. It's because, and you also see that all of this text is gray, and that's because every line starts with this // which means that that line is a comment, and Java is ignoring comments, so you can write whatever you like here, it doesn't matter. It's just for you, just to some notes, let's say like that. Okay. Let's create our program, and we will need two variables that will hold the data. What is the temperature, and do we see leaves or we don't see leaves? Okay, first variable, int temperature equals, let's say the temperature is 30. It's so hot outside. Another variables, we can either see leaves or don't see leaves. So it's a boolean, as you can imagine. Do I see leaves equals, let's say that we don't see leaves. Okay, now we need to create some logic, and we will do that by saying if, let's first create a program that will determine if it's summer or it's not summer, ignoring everything else. So if temperature is greater than 25, that's what we said, then it's summer. Otherwise, obviously it's not summer. Let's just run the program to see if it works properly. Summer. Okay, if we try here to put not here, to change the temperature to 15, it's not summer. So our program works. If we change here to true, it's still not summer. So how this works? So we have some data, and we have some data here as well. This is the data inside the variable temperature. You remember from the variables tutorial. So is 15 greater than 25? No, it's not. 15 is not greater than 25, so that means that we need to execute code inside the else part. And that's why this is printed. When this was 30, and we run the program, it asks, is 30 greater than 25? It is, and then we go into this part, if part. So far, so good. We created one question, and we want to create another question. But before going to that another question, I will just want to make it clear. When I said if part, specifically that is part between those two brackets in yellow that you now see. So we create if question, and if that is satisfied, we go to code between those two brackets. If it's not satisfied, we go to the code between those two brackets. Okay, let's create another question. If temperature is not greater than 25, we want to ask, is temperature under the 0? And that's what we will do here by saying else if, and then we can ask, else is temperature less than 0? Well then, it's winter, right? Awesome. And we can still leave this else part. But now it's not summer and it's not winter here. I will explain now this. Okay, temperature is 30. We come here, temperature greater than 25. Yes, print summer. And then, since this is satisfied, don't go to else parts, any of the else parts. But let's see if this is 20. What will happen? It's not summer and it's not winter. How it goes? If temperature is greater than 25, it's not. Okay, let me ask this. Is the temperature under the zero? It's not under the zero, it's 20. Okay, skip this part as well. And then you can just print this one because it's not either this or this. But let's say that it's minus 20. What will happen? Winter. Interesting. Temperature is greater than 25. Well, minus 20 is not. Then skip this part. Temperature smaller than 0. Yes. Print this one. And don't go to this part. So this part will only be executed if none of the previous if statement is true. So now the last part is, okay, we have summer, we have winter, and here we need to determine if it's spring or autumn. If do I see leaves equals to true, so if I see leaves, then it's, I really have a problem saying this word. It's so strange to me, but okay. Autumn. Otherwise, it's spring. Okay. And we can delete this one. So you can combine those if-else statements. Inside else, this is just a normal program. Whatever you can write here, declare variables, put if-else statements, whatever, you can do that here. If we go now, run, it will say winter. But if here we have 5 and we see leaves, that's autumn, right? Okay, yeah, but if we don't see leaves, it's spring. So in this case, temperature greater than 25, it's not. Is it smaller than 0? It's not. Okay, we are going to else part. We are comparing our variable do I see leaves with the true. So only if this variable holds true data, then we will go to autumn. So if I see leaves, if that's yes, then here, otherwise into spring. It's important to notice that I have two equals signs here, because this is not the same operator as this. This is an operator of assigning value. Assign what's on my right side to my left side. This is what this operator is about. And this is comparing operator. So compare left and right side. Are those two sides equal? Comparing operator, assigning operator. Make that distinction because it's a very common beginner mistake. In the next video of this playlist, we will learn more about mathematical and logical operators. See you there!